when Jeremy turned 50 back in January, he was like, "You want a big party when you turn 50?" And I said no, and it just like dawned on me that second. I was like, I kind of want to do an album. At Skyfall.
Did you totally screw that up also?
You were filming, son.
We haven't even been in the same room, some of us, but to be able to talk back and forth and for them to be able to capture a vision for a song, I would say things like, this is so set in time, it's so set in the 70s, or it's so set in the 80s, but I want it to be more coffee house, or I want it to be more timeless. And to go back and forth without even laying eyes on each other, but to do it virtually, is just kind of almost one of the coolest expressions of art.
This is the sax riff. On You Give Good Love. Ridiculous.
Go, Jose. Oh, someone like me, yeah. I'll face it all together at Skyfall.
We're at the home studio, people.
Yo.
Home studio is great. Because not only is there a studio there, but I got Shannon. She makes treats.
I do.
And in addition to producing the album, working on a puzzle. That's really the end game here. Look at all those pieces. That's gonna be the thing.
Timing wise, is that okay?
Yeah. The challenge of recording a project like this, particularly in a time of pandemic and national or global shutdown, is that you're limited to being able to create a cohesive group. So you can't get 6 instrumentalists together and working off each other. You're having to do that virtually, which is amazing because you've got so many musicians who have home studios set up that can do and generate tracks.
Whoa! One more. I want to do an album because a lot of people talk about when you are turning 50 and all the things that are ending or getting worse, or you're diminishing in certain areas of your life. And a lot of people talk about vocally you're not as strong. And I was like, I want to preserve in a recording setting that I can still sing at 50 better than I could at 20. Love divides. Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. One night.
Yeah, very cool to work with a voice. Shalisa and I have been friends since we were 7. So this is a voice that I know better than anybody else in my whole life. I may have lost a little objectivity on it.
To the final chorus.
Cause it gets me nowhere to tell you no. And it gets me nowhere.
It's John Mayer licks.
Right?
What up? Yes.
When Shalisa, I asked her, I was like, hey, what direction do you want me to go in this? Do you have a specific vision? She's like, nah, just go for it. And I was like, okay, 80s vibe, here we go. And I went all in.
It's not the hardest thing I've ever recorded. It's the trickiest thing
To just get perfect every time.
to get that upbeat without hitting other strings.
Yeah.
To hit it cleanly.
Yep.
Is dragging her feet
Got the cone. Nice.
Santana.
Nice.
Right here. This is the ish right
This
here.
is it?
I'm trapped in a spell of your eyes, in the warmth of your arms.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, dig it.
Is something out on that last chord? Is it tail?
How you feeling about the way it came out?
Sucks.
Perfect.